So, we arrive to the last part and the hardest part of this area, which is the cabaletta, which is Esefia. So, I think the most complicated part for everybody, besides to keep the voice always in the place, which is really, really high all the time, will be the very first 3 notes each phrase. These 3 notes are the devil for every, right? Already in the passaggio, and then go to this one. So the problem is that we have short notes, right? That's the biggest problem. We have short notes with the staccato, and the silence between them. So in the piano, it doesn't seem so difficult, right? But when we try to do singing it, it's quite a challenge, because we normally want to think about as it's written, and that's correct. That's really, really correct. But then what happens that we try to place the voice, right? We try to place, and arriving there in this short note makes it even more complicated. And then think it's short. It's always a challenge to do this couple of notes going to the A. Right? Now it's kind of easier for me to try to go in this and solve this part. But how I did it, I had to be very patient, because what you have to do to master these 3 notes that will solve like everything. Practice not staccato. Practice not staccato, and practice not in tempo. Practice really slow and make long notes in order to you to be very, very, very clear in the place where you have to put the voice, right? So instead of thinking of think see? You can already hear that the voice is it takes another place, right? Always think about in the position of the A mole, the one you are going to arrive, and place it in the F. And then we have an accent in the A, so we can already put it inside the tape. Don't make accents in every single note, only in the last one. And then we begin to try to make these notes, the first 2 notes, shorter, without losing the idea of this phrase, right? We are creating a bow here. Because we have a portamento there, right? And I even so didn't do, we have another couple of which are going to be a little bit separated. Where are they? Here. You see, we have again short notes with silences. So we're going to first create the bow. right? So we have to create that first. Believe me, once you do this and practice and practice and practice and practice, every single time is going to be easier. So, but the next step after that, you just have to make shorter the short notes. Always slow. I'm sorry. Right? Right? So, you have to do this 1,000 times at this tempo, slow. And then, let's say, once you have done this 20 times, 30 times, really being very conscious of where are you placing each one of these notes, and you can make it even all this bow, then you can go a little bit faster, and little bit faster, and little bit faster, until you get to a moderato. This is not fast. This is a moderato. Right? And then the end of the big phrase, because you see, when I want to change this, it doesn't change. So we already make this part. But the phrase the phrase of the text, it doesn't finish here. It finishes here with the comma, with the pause, and then we begin to create another big bow before the next one. Okay, so our big phrase, our biggest bow, comes from here to here and ends here. And then the next one goes from here, goes here, 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 and then it's here. Okay? The thing is, as I said, this is the important note, and this has to be in every single note from beginning of the phrase until the end of the phrase. So if we go from this E to this A, we cannot let this A be in a lower position than this one, because then we have to do again, the going up. So it's better to just keep one place very high and then place all the notes there. I will try it, I will do it slow. Tu rivolga, no es volga, volga un ciò. The jump we have to give from the A to go to the E again is going to be too long. It's going to be too much space between. So keep it there. No. Tu rivolga un giorno il cuore. And it's automatic, really, believe me, it's automatic. The notes are already there because we know the melody. Just prepare the space. And it's also a matter of concentration. You have to be very concentrated and not let the voice go down. If you solve this, only this, you solve 70% of the aria, because we are going to repeat this again 4 times. We have it again. Se mai fia che all'altro getto. Of course, with variations. Spenga in te l'antico ardore. Okay? And then again, but the thing, the way of solving it is exactly the same. Exactly the same. Then we're going to have the phrase, non temer che un infelice te spergiura accusi al ciel. And then we're going again, se tu sei ben mio felice. You see, it's always these two bars. Here is one, here is two. Rhythmically, here's again. And then we are again here. So 4 times. And then if you repeat, you will have 4 times. You see? So if you solve this, you solve almost the whole thing. I will go to another point because then you have to always take care that don't let the voice go down. You see, I'm just making it shorter. Already I'm used to the place I have to put the voice. Se mai fia che un nuovo affetto spenga intero antico ardore. Up, because then we have non temer, and it's the same. We solve this in the same way. Non temer, che un infelice te spergiura accusi al ciel, se tu sei. And then we have again this is for me this is the most complicated bar in this part. Because oh Gaetano, I love you. Giura accusi al ciel. We have crescendo, diminuendo, and then attack piano again. He was crazy. So we can make a cheat here. We can make a cheat. We have te spergiura accusi al ciel, se tu. We can make this dynamic and make it and leave it in the forte part. So if we do zi al ciel, se tu sei, we can begin mezzo forte, the next part, and not obliged to go to the piano, and it and in the ear is going to be piano. You see? Te spergiura accusi al ciel, se tu sei, motherfucker. Sorry. It's hard. This area is hard. And then take care of the vowels here because we don't have any more se, my, which are very open. So we have se tu, which is a closed one. So I'm sorry. It was from the heart. Sorry. Okay. We try again, as I told you, slow. Se tu sei, and there it is, right? So we try again from the part before. Te spergiura accusi al ciel, se tu sei, and then we try to do it in tempo. Te spergiura accusi al ciel, se tu sei ben mio felice. Okay, there it is. And then the next part, we have an accelerando. That's I already explained the accelerando before. The thing is here, more than any other place in this part, keep the high position. Keep it, because that's gonna help you. Sarà pago il tuo fedel, sarà pago il tuo fedel, sarà pa. It's like I don't know how to explain. It's like you were hanging the voice like this, and you have to think always like, you know, look, I have it here. So the center of the power, imagine it here. So try to imagine that you're going to place the voice there, and you are not ever going to let the voice go down from this point, right? So we have, oh, wait. So already the A, it has to be in the D. Oh wait, I will show you. This A, pago, should be already here in the sa. Really think about very high the position, like here. Sa, sa, pago, and just give help with the pressure of the air, and lead the melody going to the A. But then when I reach the A, I have to go down again. No. Is this right? Yeah, it's right. Okay, so if I go back to this D mol or the D, it should always be in the same place, right? And help yourself with the accelerando. This accelerando is really important, because it's going to make all this part lighter. It's going to make this part lighter, okay? You have to practice slow, but then this accelerando will make it really easier. So we come from say to say, right? From this part. Se tu sei ben mio felice, sarà pago il tuo fede, sarà pago il tuo fede, sarà pago il tuo fede. Okay? And then just go with it. And go also with the crescendos that you have marked here, and here. Il tuo fede, we have an accent here. It's important, okay? And then sarà pago il tuo fede, sarà pago, and then make a little rallentando here to arrive to the crown here, and to build this piano also. That it's better if we do a diminuendo. It's almost a funny face here, you see? This is how I finish when I finish of thinking this. Okay. Yeah, and right there, the emo should be already in the beginning of the phrase. As we are already in the position, it's going to be easier. Okay, so sarà pago il tuo fede, sarà pago il tuo fede, sarà pago il tuo fede. And then we have all this part, which is the okay. And all this bridge before the repetition. And this is the thing is always in the passaggio, always, and turn. Cercherò lontana terra dove geme sconosciuto. Si. Never let the voice go down, okay? Then we have, again, we have to repeat this, and I already told you how to solve it. And I just want to make sure something that it comes after you repeat this, that it's actually really tired, and it's very demanding. We have seen this all over again. and we arrive to the Saramago il tuo fedel, Saramago il tuo fedel. And then Donizetti, which I think he loved the tenors, and particularly the one who sang this first. Well, we have a poco meno. And then we are going to repeat again, which part is? Well, it's almost the same melody here. But then we have to do it slower, because he's asking here to do it slower. Poco meno in tempo and piano. So what I like to do here is really create this atmosphere, because right from the beginning, when we begin to sing this aria, we are already in this piano. What Ernesto is saying here, okay, I will go, but I know you are going to be happy, and that has to make happy my soul. Don't be afraid of me. I'm going to be okay. I want you to be happy. That's what he's saying here, right? So it's not the joyful as we can think, right? We can, when we repeat this, we can add some variations. I always recommend, not go so far away from what is written, because it's already beautiful. If you want to show off, you can try to show off. I mean, you are free to do whatever you want. But then you don't need so much, right? So once we repeat everything, il tuo fedel. If I want to do this part piano, I have to create in my head, in my body, the space to give less energy, and the voice still can be with harmonic quality. So I have to think and open the mouth really, and just give the enough power to place the notes in the right position to sound and have harmonic quality, but not giving forza, strength. You see? I will tell you. So we come from Saramago il tuo fedel, se tu sei ben mio felice, Saramago. Yeah. Il tuo fedel is more than strength, more than thinking about that for doing the high notes. I'm obligated to sing this forte. This is not true. If you needed to sing it forte, it's because you are not doing and producing the sounds only with the vibrations of your vocal cords. You are doing it with forcing your muscles. That's why you need to do it, with forza. It is only vibration of the vocal cords. You don't need it to go with the power. Forte. You see the difference? It's clear, right? Okay. So when you finish this phrase, don't let it go down. This is optional, and I'm explaining what I do and how I do it. Okay? So, and then comes the fun part, because after this we are helped by beloved Gaetano doing an accelerando here, right? So we. Se tu sei dice sarà pago il tuo fedel, sì sarà pago il tuo fedel. Okay, here. Help yourself. And we go to this. As you see, I did accents, forte, legato here, yeah. I help myself not singing this note. I'm sorry, Gaetano, because I need to breathe. So I cancel this note to breathe. Pago il tuo fedel, il tuo fedel, il tuo fedel. So, you know, traditionally, this part is cancelled, and this is going to be optional. For me, as I like to do the finish in a high D and long until here, because I don't like to go over the orchestra. This is the finish from the orchestra, and it's more powerful if the orchestra does it by themselves. I don't need to show off. I am already singing a high D and holding it for 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4 bars. I hope you understand what I mean. So I take a breathing here, I cancel this note, and normally I don't sing this. I make a tacet here, and also I cancel these 2 notes. And I do here, and then I breathe, relax, and do the high A's, right? Tam 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 tam. If this one had to prepare the D. Somebody asked me about this high D. So already in tuo is already placed. Just prepare it, and not think about high D as the last note. Think it about high D as 2 previous notes. So you are already prepared to do it. Even from the F. Open. Support, space, relax. And that's how we work. Pobre Ernesto. I think I will say this now. I think this video and the previous one, I'm not going to be able to upload this in Instagram TV. So you can look for this in my YouTube channel, XCP Tenor, XCP Tenor, and I will upload this video there, so you can look for it every time you need it. I hope this is useful for you, and I hope I have already solved a lot of questions from. I need to do another one from Come Gentil. I will do it another time. But it was Edward Salles, Alex Rodbal. This is about breathing. Arthur Cornelio, the finale from the Cabaletta. I already explained it now. Hola, soy Pavel. Actually, he's asking from Come Gentil. Adriano Piñeiro Tenor, he was asking about this also, and Oscar Salvoch, he was asking about the linea de canto from the phrasing in the Cabaletta, how we can hold this easier to make everything. So it's a matter of position of the voice, and be very concentrated and not let this go down. I will do another video, not today, I will do it in a couple of days, and we were going to talk about come gentil and how to solve this. I can do it now because it's the same. Quando tu ben mi anticipate the high note. Quando tu ben mi chiami. So that's the part from the duet, right? And again, you don't need to do it forte. Quando tu ben mi chiami, you break everything. You break the ear from Norina. Okay, so that's it. I will upload this video in my YouTube channel. You can check this in the next days. The rest of the videos are going to be in the Instagram TV, and yeah, why not? I will upload and save these videos in both platforms, in Instagram TV and in YouTube. YouTube is going to be vertical. I'm sorry, but this is the format I am doing it now. Thank you very much. I go to rest to have some lunch, and I hope this works for you and is all useful for you. Send you all my love and all best wishes for you and your careers. Mwah!